If you would have asked me after the season, after the draft, or even last week, if I would be making a video about the Green Bay Packers kicking situation, I would have told you no, because I didn't expect this to happen. However, yesterday I saw the notification, whatever, that the Green Bay Packers have released their, I guess, backup or practice squad kicker, Lucas Haversick, who, mind you, owns the record for the longest made field goal in Green Bay history, 61-yarder last season that he hit. They released him and signed a guy from Germany. This guy's name is Lenny Craig. Now, all respect to him, but he sounds like a guy that's just randomly created in Madden. It's a random generic name. He's from Germany, like I said. I believe he spent time on the Falcons practice squad, and I also believe that he spent time in the UFL, which is like the minor leagues of the NFL, for those who aren't familiar with it. Side note, I enjoy the UFL. I'm a St. Louis Battlehawks fan, but that's, again, besides the point. But like 3 days ago, I was just praising Lucas Haversick, and I was hoping the Packers would keep him, whether it be, well, probably not on the 53-man, but on the practice squad, because again, he holds a franchise record, and also he looked pretty solid last year. And, God forbid Trey Smack gets injured or whatever, or whoever wins the competition this year, you have Lucas Haversick as a backup kicker. Now, kicker isn't like the most important position in football, but if you've been a Packers fan for at least a couple years, you would know that ever since Mason Crosby left the team and I retired, they let him go, whatever, the Packers kicking has just been a constant carousel of, in and out. They drafted Anders Carlson in 2023. He had a rough 2 years. They let him go. They brought in Brandon McManus. He looked okay for half a year. And then last year had his ups and downs, was hurt for a few games. So then the Packers signed Lucas Haversick. He comes in, kicks a great game against Arizona when he makes that 61-yard field goal. I believe he was 5 for 5. And that was, I don't know if that was all extra points or a mix of field goals, extra points. He was 5 for 5 on his kicks. So now the Packers let this guy go, and it's going to be between, sixth round draft pick out of Florida, Trey Smack, who is probably going to end up getting the job, and then this guy, Lenny Craig, who is like a backup practice squad kicker from Germany. Again, no disrespect to him as a guy, I'm sure he's great, but like as a kicker, you know what I mean? So, again, never thought I'd be making this video about the Packers kicker position, but I don't know, it's just another move where I like a guy and the Packers let him go. But who knows? Go Pack, go, I guess.